Right, back on the tiller after the steam correction, you can see that looks a lot less bad. It's not dipping down now, it's much straighter. This has been pulled out a little bit. So you see it's not dead straight, but it's better. Let's just see how it looks. Yeah, you can see it. You can now tell that that left outer is stiff. The left limb looks a lot stiffer, whereas before that was disguised by that deflex bend. I've done a little more since that last video, having reviewed it, but it's still difficult to really judge the tiller. I mean, this makes this limb look a bit stiff, and this makes it look weak here but stiff here. It is a tricky one to look at. The other question is, at what point do I do the heat treating? If you heat treat too early, then as you continue to tiller it, you can work your way through the heat treating and spoil the effect and end up with a hinge or have to heat treat repeated times. So I want to get it to the state where I'm happy with the tiller, but you don't want to pull it back so far that you start getting set, you know, the bow taking permanent bend. But you can see we're still pretty straight. So we'll have another look anyway. I've not braced it at all yet. I'm just trying to get the tiller looking a bit better. There's a bit of creaking and groaning there. I think that left's looking a bit better. You see, we look weak. That right, this bend here really makes it look weak. I think it is moving there. Yeah, it certainly is moving there. But I don't think it's weak. I think that's starting to look much nicer. I think it's rubbing on the wall is what that noise is. That's 65, oh Christ. Something like pop there. So we'll have a good old look at that and see if I can see what went crack. It might have been a bit of cambium lifting off or anything, but I think that the overall tiller's looking nicer. I could heat treat it, I could pull it back further, but is it going to go bang? I'll have to have a good look at the bow. Right, I've had a good look, and I think what we've probably seen is some of this cambium here cracking off. You see how it's lifting, and that it felt like that was where the noise was coming from. So that's fine, there's no sign of actual damage in the wood. I'll pop it back on and give it another... the string's lifting slightly out that knot. I'll just touch up that knot and we'll give it another heave just to make sure nothing goes bang. Right, let's pull it again. Yeah, there we are. That's where we pulled it to before. Yeah, no more cracking and popping. That pulled it to 26, but it's not braced. I'll review that video, maybe think about heat treating it now.